thinking that I'm buying, and I know there's no denying. It's a beautiful day, the sun is up, the music's playing, and even if it started raining, you won't hear this boy complaining, 'cause I'm glad that you're the one who got away. It's a beautiful day. It's my turn to fly, so girls get in line, 'cause I'm easy, no playing this guy like a fool, 'cause now I'm alright. You might have had me caged before, but not tonight. And you may not.
Good morning, almighty morning to you. I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, there.
Oh, there you
Yep,
are.
I can hear you. Hi,
Okay,
Julie.
good.
How are you?
Hi. And for those of you who don't know, this is not Bonnie. This is Stephany. She's my special guest today. Bonnie is having internet problems and a few other things going on, so she's unable to make it. But Stephany is from our psychic squad, our JSS psychic squad, and our class last night. So she volunteered to come in and do love readings for you all. And Great Quartz is the first one in this morning. Welcome. But Bonnie did send me her astrology report. So I'm going to do that real quick first. Okay. This is from Bonnie. Okay. I'm sorry I can't come on. I called some. Oh, anyway. Very busy day, Monday. A ton of stuff. We have the full moon in Aquarius. We have Jupiter, Saturn squared. We have Saturn opposite of Venus. And we're going to throw in the mix. So Monday, the 19th at 2:29, we know that's fast. Venus is opposition to Saturn, creating tension. And I know that some of the tension that was going on. And Susan, I hope you're hearing this. This will affect relationships, belongings, money, opposing Saturn, who is saying, hold up on a minute. It's not a no, it is a not yet. You need to lift some of these rose-colored glasses. You might not be seeing something on the other side. Need more clarity. Saturn feels heavy, lonely, depressed. Don't lose hope. Don't go negative. This will happen, just not yet. Check your chart. Where is Saturn and what is he trying to tell you? What house is it in? Is he trying to take responsibility for something? Venus is showing you something. You find the sweet spot in the middle between the two. Discern what you value. Where will you let go and trust the universe? Saturn is in Pisces and demands we learn to trust the universe. We don't have the control. It is a feeling of powerlessness. 10:45 a.m. Hopefully I won't have to go through every hour on this one, but Sun square Saturn and Pisces, and Uranus is in Taurus. This is a fixed square. It is not easily moved or gotten out of. Tension is there unpredictably. Uranus is full of surprises, shakes things up for change. Break down to the breakthrough, as simple as realizing, oh, I have a behavior that isn't working, so I better change it. It doesn't have to be negative, but it will be disruptive. Full moon at 27 degrees of Aquarius, time to pivot. What's being illuminated that's not working? I'm not going to, okay, I'm going to skip on that. Aquarius, so the energy is unpredictable. Uranus is in Taurus. There are also global implications, countries breaking down. It will impact everyone. Earthquakes, volcanoes, etc. Taurus also is about money. So you may see effects in the economy for good or bad. It can affect relationships. You may see meltdowns. Next line, Jupiter squares Saturn inner tension. Jupiter is bad expansion. Is it bad expansion? He will go retrograde pretty soon. Oh my goodness, another one in retrograde,
Mm.
expanding both internally and externally for good and bad. Next line. Oh, sorry. Saturn is breaking down beliefs, structures, both internal and external. Big energy. Something is dying off and leaving, and you're not in control. All you are in control of is yourself and how you react. Check to see what house this is happening for you. It's the second house. Are you having money problems? If it's the fourth house, are you having family issues? If it's the sixth house, are you having problems with inner discipline or work or health problems? Definitely an energy of uncertainty. This is Jupiter, which also is a planet of faith. So, what are your beliefs? What do you ground yourself in? Moon now moves into Pisces. First question you ask is, do you need rest? This has been a lot of energy. Do you need to pray? Do you need to journal? Check in with yourself. What did you learn over the last 30 days about yourself? Meditate. Are you carrying resentment that needs to be let go? Repressed emotions. Are you avoiding something? Flush the emotional toilet. I like that. And let it go. The moon will be here for 2.5 days. Okay. So Tuesday is the day of rest, and thank the Lord. Wednesday. Today we're finally there. Oh, today the void of the moon is between 3:53 p.m. and 5:01 p.m. For those of you who've been listening, a void is the time to rest, complete projects, but do not start any projects between that time. Okay? If you do start a project, they will collapse. Finish things. Empty your mind. Often answers come when you are relaxed. At 5:01 p.m., the moon shifts into Aries. Now we're energized and wanting to take things on and move and act. When the moon is in Aries, you need to drink a lot of water. Think about the moon is a water sign from Cancer, and now it's in fire sign, Aries. So things are evaporating. Thursday, 8:54 a.m. Happy birthday, Virgo. Sun is in Virgo lights. Sun in Virgo lights things up, organizes things in service to something. Prioritize Virgo is mutable, meaning you can put things aside. Virgo being the house of the health, also it's important in your daily routines to make sure you can have space for the mind, body, and soul connection. It is a good time to organize and also be cognizant of improving habits. Be cautious. Virgo can be the shadow side, workaholic control. That don't do that is, I think that's what she meant. Venus and Mars at 9:20 p.m. Venus and Mars square. The lover's tension is present. Can present itself as sexual tension, which can be dealt with. Okay, let's go. Dealt with in the bed or with it by focus and using the energy to get your things done. Your choice. Okay. You'll need to do something with this tension with the energy to get rid of it. What can you change in your relationship during this time? If you're having reproductive challenges, this is for both male and female. It is a good time to get this checked out. Friday, Mercury is coming into trine with Chiron. This is going to be a lot of talking. Remember, Mercury is in retrograde, so we're likely talking about something from the past. Healing conversations with many people, possibly offering the benefit of experience to help others. Affirmation conversations may be something from around July 16th that happened. Next, the moon goes void at 6:44 I think she meant a.m. to 6 p.m. So, wow, on Friday. So if that's all day, that's 12, almost 12 hours. So rest, finish projects. Do not start anything new. Remembering and void, there's nothing to bounce your emotions off of. The head game can creep in. Let the energy settle. Feel the emotions. Moon moves into Taurus. So get grounded. What do you need for comfort? Is there a certain kind of food, a certain blanket? What is it that gives you comfort? Is there brings back the memory of home? What brings back the memory of home? And you feel just wrapped in the warmth and safety of the universe. At the end of the day, Mercury comes into a sextile with Mars, a pocket of opportunity to take action with decisiveness if needed. Remember, Mars is about cutting things away. He's the surgeon. Saturday, Mars sextile to Chiron in Aries, ruled by Mars. They're dancing. What do you want to do? You are a different person. You've never been this healed. So, what do you want to do now? What do you want to talk about? Share. Who do you want to help? Sunday, we ride through most of it with Mars and Chiron dancing. 9:03 p.m. void, then into Gemini. It doesn't say how long the void is. But what do you want to talk about? Do you need to think about how you feel before you talk about how you feel? Do you need to think about it before you talk about it? Okay. Are you just excited? Honest conversations. Don't let your emotions whip around you. That is from Bonnie. Since she couldn't be here today, she sent her astrology report. I didn't even ask for it. I'm very thankful that she sent that because I know you guys wait for that. Okay. So we have Great Quartz is in. Oh, Stephany, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Stephany. I'm part of their psychic squad. I've been going for, I would say, like almost about a year, and it's helped me so much. So if you guys have gifts or are wanting to like tap into your psychic abilities, I really recommend going to the classes on Tuesday nights.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm an esthetician and a shamanic Reiki practitioner. And
Wow.
I've been doing readings now for about December makes 2 years.
And did you add any of your channels, any of your platforms to
No, I
Restream?
didn't. I don't have like any platforms for psychic work. This is just kind of more of like for fun, like for right now.
Okay.
But I do want to make one.
Okay. So we'll work on that, and then next time you're on, we can build up your the people who know who you are. So when
Yeah.
we do have when we get a QR code for her or her website, we will send that to you guys too, so that you can keep in touch with her because she does more than just um, her spa. You have your own spa in the
Mhm.
Phoenix area, right?
Yeah, in Peoria, and I
Yeah.
do Reiki out of there. But my like my social media page is really it's really like for my aesthetics business. So it feels just kind of like very off, like sharing it because it you won't really find like too much of like this work on there, like some posts about Reiki, but not too much.
Right. Well, the thing is you're coming on live, and we do have people in the Phoenix area, so we
Oh,
want to let them know where your real business is, so they can
oh,
stop by. So it's a
oh yeah.
promotion of your real business. So
Oh,
the
amazing.
time you're spending on here, you're not only working on your spirituality, but you are also marketing you and your business. So we want to make sure that let you know. And it is tax deductible the time you spend doing this because it is a marketing expense. Okay.
Wow, I love
So
that. Okay, is there like a little chat box where I could just kind of drop my information at?
um,
Or, I mean, that's okay.
do you have, yeah, your Facebook, nothing's
No.
because you're not connected.
Oh, that's okay.
But if you want to send it to me, I'll type it in.
Oh, okay.
So, and you have my email, I know that, but
Yes. Here, I'll drop it in the private chat.
Okay, that's fine. And then I can copy and paste. That's fine. Okay, so we have great quartz in. Oh, okay. I love that. And Jess is in the same location as Miss Bonnie. So, Jess, are you having internet problems too? Alia is from Italy. Shelja, I can't remember exactly. And Nell, it's been a while, so welcome in. Let's see what we got. And I'm making the list too as I'm saying the names. I did get some of you on already, but okay. Yes, and Jess knows Saturn very well because she's a Capricorn moon. Okay, Kristen, welcome in. Kristen Askenbach. Back. I'm not sure. Okay, sorry, it's not. There it goes. Okay, Letty, welcome in. And Letty got a hold of, Nikki's in Richmond, Virginia. Welcome. India. Okay, I should have realized that. I do apologize. All good here with internet. Okay, because Bonnie is having a terrible time. I guess she's on AT&T, and they're having a strike of the technicians. So yeah, it's not good. Okay. Okay, I'm doing Stephany's Instagram. I love the name of this. You guys will like it too. Okay.
Oh my gosh, thank you. It's funny. I've had that name now for a few years and I'm just like, oh, I'm dying to change it to do like a whole rebrand, but
I've got two Netties in here. I got not Netties. I have one Letty and one Nettie. Um, so I've got you on the list too, Nettie. What is this? Oh, you have Spectrum. Okay, yeah. Understandable. And you and Bonnie haven't met yet, which I think is you guys are in this. You're not that far away from each other, so hopefully you guys get to meet soon. All right, so we have a Nell, and wow, okay. All right, so great quartz. What is your question today? What about love do you want to know? Okay, I got to put this up real quick. Yes, I am on Instagram as well, and I am streaming on Instagram currently. Yes, we know that Instagram is usually the smaller version, but we're wide, so you don't get to see too much, but you can hear on there. So, yep. All right. Okay, so great quartz. Are you still here? Do you have a question? And yes, Stephany knows this is love reading day, so she's ready for it. I offered it to Angie. Everybody knows Angie does not like love readings. Angie and Don will be on this evening at 6-ish Mountain Standard Time. So I'm so excited that they're finally going to be back together. Okay, hold on. I'm checking with Ayla. I will find you there. Okay, thank you. All right. Yes, I'm in a few places. All right. Great Quartz is not answering. Jess, what is your question today? And okay, after Jess, this is the order. Alia, Shilja, however you're pronouncing it. Nell, Christine.
mm-hmm.
Let me double pack that. Nell, Christine, Letty, Nikki, and Nettie. Okay, in that order. All right. So who's popping in? Great Quartz is here. Here,
And
I have
Julie,
a
are we gonna both like read one person at the same time?
Not
Like
as
we'll
well.
both
Yes, we'll go. You
back to
go ahead
back.
and start because you've got cards,
Okay.
and I get in the energy while you're reading them. So,
Okay. What's going on with the energy?
but I'm what? What's this going on with my energy right now? All right. I'm going to go ahead and do it. You continue. Because remember, this is like our flash readings.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead for great quartz?
Yeah. Are you ready though? If you're ready.
No, you can go ahead. I'm
Okay.
still pulling a few more cards.
All right. What I get great quartz is that you need rest. And remember, the void times I gave you is based on Mountain Standard Time. So you guys have to do the math. If you have a question on what times those are, you let me know. I still have Body's information up so I can take a look and see where those voids are and do the help you with the calculations. Okay. Let's see. You need rest. And they're saying don't wait for the voids to get this rest. You need rest, and you've got energy all over the place. But the good part is it's balanced. Okay, your receiving and giving energies are balanced. Your male and female energies are balanced. Good, that's all good. And it's cold where you're at, right? It's winter time, Great Quartz. What I'm getting is that you have a lot of energy in your feet and your foot chakras, but you're not grounding yourself enough. So, whatever you need to do to get yourself grounded, if it's too cold, buy you. Okay, they're telling you to take salt baths, whether it's with Epsom salt, Himalayan salt, sea salt, baking soda, any of those, and you don't have to. It is. Yes, it's cold. Okay, you don't have to do just one. You could put them all together. There's called a detox bath, and that is a quarter cup, or as Bonnie told me, 60 milliliters. 60 milliliters, I think, of baking soda, Epsom salt, and sea salt. Also, apple cider vinegar. Put them all in a bath. But you don't have to take a bath. Just put your feet in it, is what they want you to know. Is you don't have to take a full bath unless you feel you need a full detox. That helps get the toxicity out of your body. Anything else that you need to know? Trust yourself, believe in yourself. You've got unrest, is their word, in your solar plexus. Remember, it's intuition, trust, and believe. If you trust and believe in yourself, that means you truly trust and believe, whether it's your universe, deity, the highest power. I call Almighty. People call God. It's the same thing. You believe in them, you believe in yourself, because they brought you here for a reason. Okay. All yours.
All right. So great quartz. It feels like it feels like you're in a transitionary phase in your life right now. So I'm not sure if you're starting to switch, maybe like switch over to a new career. It almost feels like that energy. And what your angels are encouraging is that you choose the higher path that you really want. So if there is like an opportunity that you're going for, and if you feel like I should just take this like smaller offer right now, because this is more tangible, they're saying that there are so many possibilities. They want you to like expand your mind and really open yourself up to abundance. But to open yourself up to that abundance, there's this need for you to surrender with the divine, because it's kind of like you're blocking yourself off, or like you're suppressing your spirit a bit. So they do want you to get out of any negative thinking patterns. So if you feel like you have been stuck in this rut, go ahead and release that, because you are about to like dive into a new task. And again, this really feels, I'm not certain if it's career, but it feels like it's career oriented. Yeah, you're going to be like diving into a new path. So for right now, there's like alone time that's needed. So you can just maybe meditate, clear out your mind, start to shift your focus. So that way you move in that like towards that higher timeline, because there's really deep lessons that you're learning through this phase of life that you're in right now.
We hope that helps you. I did get one other message, and it's gotten stronger since Stephany started. I wasn't sure if it was for you per se, and they're saying, you know better than that. Is past life regression. You need to take a past life regression, whether it is with Susan's book on page 75 for the new book, page 71 for the original edition or original book. It would help you. And that is, let me put that QR code up real quick, so those of you who don't know what I'm talking about will have that information. And that is Love Your Spiritual Gifts by Susan Grayson. Okay, that is a self-guided meditation, past life regression that you can do. And it is really, it works. So try that. You got to get rid of this energy. You've got to heal this past life. They're giving me a word, but I can't understand it. Relieve yourself of this past life stagnation in order to move forward, like Stephany was saying. That's why they got stronger as far as showing me that you need to do it. The past life regression, okay, this is not your first life, okay? You've been here more than once. So you have lingering karmas, lingering things from the past life that have to be resolved. And a lot of us came back this time to resolve those past life. Do you, in your shamanic stuff, do you deal with past life regression?
No, I don't. But my sister, she's almost certified in past life regression hypnotherapy. So she's going to start her business pretty soon.
Wow, that would be great. Yeah, so definitely work on that. And remember, everyone, that Susan's book is in e-form now. So it is available on Amazon through Kindle. So you can definitely get that. Thank you. Jess is saying that you need to watch yesterday's, we talk about karmic cycles and stuff. So check yesterday's, the spiritual show that flows with Claudene and myself, and it will help you. It is only an hour long because we got on late. So it doesn't take that long, but it will help you. So please, anybody who hasn't seen that, go back and watch that. It will. Oh, I bought her book for page 75. Beautiful. Okay. That's great. Yes, it is the new version online, and it will be page 75 as well. She didn't have her original book, original edition on that. Okay. So, and it's cheaper if you buy the Kindle version. And Miss Jess would like a general reading. So what general? I usually say highest and greatest good because as a medium, I don't want generals coming in. Just saying. Okay. I gotta get selenite real quick. Okay. Yeah, I don't think Great Courts made it yesterday, Jess. And if she did, it was late. And we haven't seen Victor here this morning. I know, Great Courts, you're waiting on Victor to come in. He came in pretty early yesterday, so. But maybe I'll put this up just for Victor, so you know. There's Victor, okay? Right. And he will be on our Tuesday, September 10th. We will be doing star seeds on that day. And hello, Umber. Umber, orange calcite for you, just so you know, orange calcite. I'll be right back. You got
Okay.
it? You ready?
Yes. So for Jess, what I'm pulling for you is that you are going into a new chapter of your life. You're also in a transitionary phase right now where you're leaving the old behind. So you're really reclaiming your power. It feels as if you're doing a lot of pouring, like you're really like investing into yourself to take yourself to that next level. And I see you leaving the past behind. And it looks like that's where you are right now, where it's like the door is closing and you're like, nope, I'm not going to walk in. I'm not going to walk backwards. I'm going to move forward. And you're being encouraged to stop overthinking so much. So if you find yourself like really in your head about, whatever it is in the past that you're leaving behind, go ahead and release it, because they're saying in this new chapter that you're entering into your life that you have luck and fortune and blessings that are on your side. And even possibly like it could even be like a romance that's coming in. I want to pull some more on that. Are you currently single right now, Jess?
Hi, Angie.
Hi, Angie.
Okay. I don't know if that was for that question, but I'm going to pop it up anyway. You asked if she was single, but I think this was for before, but.
Yes, absolutely. You know what? No, she just put it in like 1 minute ago. So yeah,
Okay.
she is. Okay. Yeah, it looks like you have new love that's coming in. And this is something that is a faded connection. Like this is something that's going to, it feels like as if it's going to take off really fast. So maybe if you're leaving someone in the past, if that's part of like, what you're detoxing and, you're completely walking away from, just maybe even exes in the past, it's really launching you into like a new chapter where you're just going to be on a roll. So it's like you're just kind of, it's almost as if you hit the wheel of fortune. And this is going to be something that's going to cause you to do a lot of like reflection, but in a really good way. Like reflection, like you're finding out these new things about you. It's like through this person, you're starting to learn more about yourself, but it's like you see yourself in more of a light. So yeah, it feels really good.
And with different energies coming in, I have to make sure I clean the energy away before I read the next person. And you need past life too. The pain is in two different sections. I had to verify that it is for you. So, Jess, you need a past life regression as well. And that they do want you to connect with body as soon as possible. She doesn't do the past life regressions, but I think she has has a different insight to things than the book. But again, Susan's book will help you do that, and she might be able to help you decipher it a little bit more, and maybe able to work with you on your past life regression. There's a very strong connection between you two, not just uh, geographically. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. So please get a hold of her and meet up sometime. I know she's having a really rough time trying to get things taken care of today. But remember, it's Mercury retrograde, so that happens. Anything else that just needs to know? Basically, Stephany was spot on as far as what's happening and what's going to happen, but they want you to relieve the past karma, the past stagnation, toxicity from previous lives. And you were talking about cleansing, or what else were you talking about?
For love.
Yes, but love, but there was something else that releasing things or something.
Yeah, I just kept getting like the past, but
Yes.
I don't know what it was for. And like once I got to the end of her reading, it almost feels like the past could have been like lovers that she had. Maybe she had like a lover recently with like a really deep connection. Does that resonate, Jess?
As far as a deep connection. Now, if it's an ex, remember, wait until September 10th before you allow exes back, because it's Mercury retrograde and you want it to go direct before you get the exes back in. But as the astrology reading explained, this is the time to release everything from the past and get the emotions out and all and move forward. So we're still waiting on Jess's reply to your question. Do, 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 do. Oh.
Uh,
Oh, wow. Okay. Spiritual surgery. Ooh.
okay.
And your ex and you had a toxic relationship.
Oh.
Yeah. So not bringing them back in. And it had to do with a past life too. Karmic um, energies and stuff. So I hope you release that. And as we talked, as you were there, get off that karmic wheel and move forward. Just
And
jump
what
off.
and I got two. I was just like reshuffling my deck for the next reading, and two cards popped out for her. Like when it came to like right here, like what's popped up on the screen.
Yeah.
And what I got is you're rare and free, and there's no need to fear. So if you had any kind of fears, like as if, oh, I don't know if I could find a better connection than this person. They're saying like no, like that's not the case at all. Like any kind of fears that you have about like why you should hold on to this relationship and why you shouldn't walk away, you could that's what you want to detox, because it's just bright and beautiful once you let it go and move forward.
And remember, you like apple cider vinegar. It's very good for detoxing. And for for those of you who are wondering, oh, should I drink it or anything? Tasting it, I wouldn't say drink it too much. People do take 1 to 2 tablespoons a day to help cleanse, but don't get in a habit of it. There was one man that ended up drinking a gallon a day because he got so addicted to it. It's not good. Just saying. Don't get into anything. Moderation is the key for everything.
Yeah.
So,
A gallon a day of apple cider vinegar. That's terrible.
oh, and his esophagus, you can imagine.
Yeah.
He was all torn up inside, and they had to wean him off of it. They couldn't do cold turkey for him. So slow, and yeah. And I read an article about it. I'm just my eyes were riveted, going, "What the heck? Why would you do that to yourself?" I don't think I could do more than 1 tablespoon. It
Oh
just
God. Yeah.
now a detox bath. Remember, if you're putting baking soda in with the apple cider vinegar, you don't smell the apple cider vinegar. For those of you who can't handle the smell of vinegar, I'd rather smell vinegar than chlorine any day. I don't know about you, but chlorine is a poisonous gas. So
Yeah. Chlorine does smell. Vinegar is terrible, but I think chlorine does smell worse because it's more of like a chemical. Like,
yes.
yeah.
And when you think of it as poison, it's like, no, I can handle the vinegar. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's natural, a little more natural. Okay, now,
Next.
yep. Alia, are you still here? Alia is from Italy. So we
She
have
is,
people all over the world. Soldier is from uh, India, and we have South Africa here. And Helen, welcome in and said baking soda is also good with lemon juice. Yeah, it is. And yes, Alia is here. What is your question? I also use for me to get rid of flies. Yes, flies are just, I use distilled white vinegar. But remember to keep flies out because we had a fly problem, yeah, about a month ago or so. Um, keep the meat out of the house. Throw the stuff away. What? Odd man out because I'd rather smell the chlorine. A lot of people are because we were brought up that way. A lot of people like pine sol smell. I can't stand it. And when I walk into a restaurant and I smell pine sol, I will turn around and go out the other way because I shouldn't be smelling that strong of pine sol if you have good food. I'm just saying. I should smell the good food and not the pine sol. Canada. Helen's from Canada. Yes. Okay. So, oh yeah. What is coming for you? Okay. It's like, okay, past life. No, you keep coming up. Okay. Go ahead, Stephanie, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Alia, what I'm getting for you is that right now you are starting, it feels like you're starting to come into a new version of yourself. So you're maybe starting to do a lot of like creativity and just planning for the future. Like, where is it that I want to go? What do I want to do? And who am I also feels like a really big question. And there is, it feels like as if right now you are discovering more of who you are authentically. So it's like you're removing back the layers of who you are not or just who you no longer resonate with. So just a lot of like shifts with your being. But there is some impatience too because it feels like there's a frustration like, oh my gosh, like what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Because right now you're in this healing phase where it's like you're removing those layers and it just doesn't feel fun and exciting because it's just a lot of work, like internal work that you're doing. So they're encouraging you to have patience because this is like a pivotal moment, like in this process that you're going through right now. So just try your best to really embrace it and just really sculpt who you are going to be. Like if you're starting to create like your future self. Um, yeah, and then also just have some patience and just try to be like as present as you can. And if that's something that you struggle with, like doing meditation, even if you do it for like 5-10 minutes a day, it just really forces you to be in the present moment. So that way when you go throughout your day and you're just like, oh my God, like I don't want to be here right now. I want this phase to be over. I don't want to move on with my life. It just kind of reminds you to, nope, actually I'm in the future. I need to come back to like the present moment.
Yeah, it's great. Um, well, they just had some information. Now they flipped it. Hold on just a second. Um, oh, okay. There's a lot of great energy around you. Really good. I think you have, your weather is cooling off finally. But like I said, you have lot of great energy, but you are not grounded either. Have you been, I don't know if there's water near you. I realize that, yes, you're in Italy, but that doesn't mean you're not in the boot, far up in the boot or whatever. So I'm not sure where. But there's a lot of energy in your feet, and they want to get moving. They want to be immersed. Oh, they're saying it immersed in Mother Gaia. So basically, walking in water at the beach, in a river, a creek, whatever you have there nearest to you. They want you to stay as local and be grounded in your local area. In what they're telling me is your personal universe. Whatever is surrounding you, you need to immerse yourself in that. Okay? We all have our own universes internally and externally. And we're in the big universe too. So, and they do want you to work on your posture to keep standing up straight. Everybody needs to be building their core muscles right now, because we are changing. We are changing from an alkaline body to a crystalline body. So we definitely need to work on that. And they really are making my spine stay straight while I'm sitting here. I plan to go to Bali. Oh, are you moving to Bali? Because if you're moving to Bali, we know somebody there. Just saying. So let us know. And yeah, we won't get into who that is at this moment, but okay. Anything else she needs to know? No, just keep building up your energy. It's really good. Your heart chakra is nice and warm. Thank you. I always like feeling that. So you have been working on it. Just continue to be moving forward. Anything else for Miss Alia? Anything else for her? Spiritual journey. Oh, spiritual journey. Good. Okay. Shelja, are you here? And then Nell, Christine, and Letty in that order. So please pop in. If you are here, let us know. And I am doing it quick. Now, were you on our Leap Day Marathon?
I was.
Okay, I thought you were, but I couldn't remember. So that's why you're well versed with chats and stuff like that.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Okay. So Alia says, thank you, Stephany. And Shalja wants love, life, and career life. What is coming up? Well, we might not be able to answer all of that, just whatever the cards are saying to her and whatever divinely I'm getting.
All right. I'm pulling for love right now.
Wow. Sounds good. Sounds like there's active cards flying.
Oh, yeah. Are they really loud?
No, they're not that loud.
Okay.
Believe me, we've got Bonnie, so we can handle anything. I can tell, even the quieter people, I can tell when it pops out. When it starts
really?
flying. It's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can just kind of hear it.
Yeah. And you know the pattern and stuff, so. Yeah. Oh. I gotta get moving. Salja, they want you to get moving. And Jess, I will add that up later, but when he's done with this reading.
So, Shalja, for you as well, it looks like you're in a transitionary period in your life where you are now moving forward into the next step, but it feels like you're in that decision phase where it's like you don't know if you're going to close the door to the old or if you're going to stay in it. So they're actually, it feels like they're encouraging you to like go to that next phase in your life, walk into that new chapter of your life, because there is more abundance there. But there's like this feeling when it comes to love, there's this feeling of like scarcity where it's like you kind of want to hold on to the past because you're not sure what's out there. But they're saying that right now is the time to make a decision whether you want to stay in the past or to move forward. if you have been manifesting a new love, like a relationship coming in, it's there if you walk into that next chapter of your life. But right now, they're giving me like more of an emphasis on make a decision on what you're going to do. Like whether you want to stay in your, like current reality in a sense, or if you want something greater and you're going to move on into the unknown. And there is this like needing to set boundaries. So if you struggle with that, like in relationships, with just kind of like standing up for yourself and sharing, like what it is that you want, if you find yourself like suppressing your desires to like keep them happy, they're wanting you to not do that. So like limit these like people-pleasing tendencies, limit the people-pleasing tendencies that you have, because when you go into this next relationship, it's like you don't want to be dealing with the same thing from your past ones and this one again. So that's why it's like that's part of like what they're wanting you to leave behind also. It's like that old way of behaving. Old friends are not going to come. Yeah, because I get with you right here, they're wanting you to close the door to this like old chapter. So if you had people who have already been leaving your life and they're just kind of falling off, that's part of your old timeline, because there's just like a huge like shift that's happening on the planet. So it's happening with like a lot of people. They're in like a very similar like transitionary phase as you, where their old is just falling away and there's this feeling of like, oh my gosh, but why is this? But it's because that can't go with you to that next level that you're going. Like it's just not vibrationally compatible. I hope that gives you clarity to close that door and then move into the unknown.
And the first thing I got for you is that you need to move. You need to just get going, get motivated. And what she's saying is definitely move forward. Don't turn around. Don't go backwards. Just keep moving forward. Not in a rush. Take one step at a time and embrace the beauty around you and the beauty within, because you are transitioning. And I think that's not only the theme of today's show, because that's what we're reading on all of you, but remember, this is August and it's getting to be the end of summer for us and end of winter for those of you south of the equator. So it's a transitioning time. And even though this is considered the 8th month, because things have changed, it's August, and it was supposed to be September 8th. Yeah, it was supposed to be the 6th month. I won't get into that, but anyway. So the Lion's Gate is still open, 888. Go back to the 8s, and you're in the 6th. We are infinite, so it is a figure 8. So I think we're kind of like at the middle of that figure 8. You know what I'm saying? So we're getting ready to go to the next route, the next loop, is what they're saying. So just continue on, and they want you to work on your body as well. Continue work on your soul, the mind body soul connection, but your body, core, spine, and they're also pointing down to the lower right side. So it would be back of your appendix area is what they want you to focus on. They're not inflaming the chakras, except they do want me to mention that heart chakra. Any unease in your heart chakra is your choice, okay? Believe in you and love yourself. As Victor would say if he was here, love your Dame self. uses an E after the M instead of the N that we use. So love your Dame self. Yes, very good.
And I pulled 2 more cards on if there was like any final messages for you. And I got detox old spiritual relationships and contracts. So if these are like those friends who left your life and you're kind of like, no, 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 when you go on that healing retreat, detox that, let that timeline go.
Okay, and there was a couple of posts that I wanted to. Oh, so I hope that helps you. So I'll just, but yeah, and we're here for you. So let us know how things go next week. So I love this. I had to post that for you.
Oh, wow. Oh, my ears ringing. That's so sweet. Thank you, Jess. I do aesthetics, so I have access to like all the treatments and stuff. So it's kind of, I kind of have that like advantage that I have all little tricks.
Well, not only that, but you have to keep yourself looking like this so that your clients see
Yeah.
what can happen.
Yes.
See?
Yeah.
It works.
Oh, you're welcome, Bonnie.
Yeah. And I'm glad you're in the chat at least, so that helps too, knowing you're here and everybody loves the fact that you're around. Thank you. This is what Victor would say. So thank you. Okay. All right. Good. It does help. Beautiful. All right. Let's see what else we got. Okay, Stephany. And Bonnie and Jess finally will get to me after I don't know how many months they're
Oh,
in the same
wow.
place. So yeah, there's one other person that comes on a lot. She hasn't been on last couple weeks, but Michelle is also in Tennessee. I'm not sure exactly where. So now, are you here? Now wanted to know about a future husband. Yeah, okay. But I don't know if Now's here. So Now, Christine, Letty, then Nikki, in that order. Please pop in. Let us know you're here. While we're waiting for them, I do want to go to QR codes and to remind everybody, I don't have yours, Stephany. I'm going to have to get that if you come on again, which would be great. But I want to get Bonnie's YouTube channel. Remember, she has a lot of helpful videos on there. Okay, thank you. Well, I get the skin bar, babe. That part of that, but do you have
Yeah.
a
Oh,
website for your? Yeah.
like, yes. Yeah. It's skinbarbabe.com. And then I
Okay.
have like my booking for Reiki and everything.
Okay. Cool. Because they can help you that, and I'll work on that the next time you read. So let me get that
Aw,
out of
thank
that.
you.
I might not be able to pull any images, but I will do my best. Also, want to remind everybody. I know the full moon was yesterday. Well, 2 days ago, but the energy is still there. That's Don's YouTube, and the full moon ritual is on his YouTube. But that will take you directly to the full moon ritual. Okay, so take a look at that. He's got some new videos up, and okay, let's see. Nikki is the only one popped in first. Okay, so hi Lilima. Oh my goodness. I have to put Lilima up. We miss you, Lilima. Hello. Lilima is also part of our psychic squad and hasn't been on in a couple months, so we miss her terribly. Okay, so Nikki is here.
Is Nikki next up?
Yeah, Nikki's next.
Okay. Nikki, do you have a specific question or do you just want to do what comes through?
I'm not seeing anything. Oh, guidance. Spiritual journey. don't mean to have quiet here, but
Okay, so for right now, Nikki, what I'm getting is that you are in this like shadow phase where there is also this feeling of just wanting to move on to the next, but you're actually detoxing a lot from you. That's not going to, again, like not going to be able to take you into that next phase that you're going through in life. So right now, if you feel like you're stuck or you're just kind of in this rut and you're like, I want out, I don't know how to get out, like, what do I need to do? It's actually more of just relax and take a step back because you are like the detox is something that can't be avoided. So if you also find that you're closing a lot of doors in your life, allow that to happen. Maybe you're even changing like your diet. That's coming up. Like, so if you feel like you're changing your diet and you're wanting to improve it, like eat better foods, that's all part of this like upgrading process. So just experience life as it comes. So release a bit more so that way the divine has room to work in your life, and the divine's essentially going to carry you into this next chapter. And they are giving again this emphasis on don't rush, like don't try to like stampede through this process, because right now it's just essentially you surrendering to the moment that you're in right now, which is I'm detoxing the old. So you're essentially where you need to be, if that was something that you questioned.
yeah, sorry. I've got to right in the middle of doing this real quick.
I can pull some more for Nikki.
Okay.
Nikki, do you have like any follow-up questions on that? Anything that you'd like clarified? I'm cleaning out all. Okay, yeah, I pulled a couple more for you, and there is this emphasis on you just feeling defeated and just kind of like strained. Like you're just like, oh my gosh, like I want this period to be over with. But right now, while you're in this period of like, it's kind of like you're renovating yourself. It's like you're renovating yourself, you're renovating your life. When you're in that deep, like shadow period, it's actually it's what causes you to start to think about what you want, because it's like when you're at such a low, you think of like, how could life be good again, and like that's what it feels like. So it's like you being in this phase is actually helping you to create your reality, and that's something that you can't see maybe because the emotions are just so like the emotions feel really intense, but there's treasures that are in this moment, and you can't see them right now because you're at like the bottom of it, but you're right where you need to be.
And I'm feeling the exact same thing that she went over. You definitely need rest. And I know you might have feel that you've gotten too much rest, but it is not. I mean, you're fighting with yourself. Not really. I mean, you're stuck in the muck and mire, is what they're saying. And that's what you were saying too, is basically you're just stuck right now. But have get more clarity. And I know we were talking earlier about meditations and stuff, and you were helping them as far as what they need is meditation. The candle ritual, you need to do the 5-minute candle ritual 7 days in a row. I gave a reading on that, and the person took the advice and she did it, and she said she had much more focus now. And so when you get in that time where like you was saying in the last reading, that you were thinking more about the future than the here and now. When you do that ritual, it helps you focus on the here and now. It's it's almost like a that you're doing mindful reactions. I'm bringing myself back to the present. But when you're doing this ritual, all you're thinking about is that flame. All you're doing is looking at the flame, nothing else but the flame. Okay? Keep your mind blank. That's why it takes 7 days, because first day you're going to be fighting all the messages that are coming through to stay out of the way, all those thoughts that you're having. But you can take 5 minutes for you. You're that important. Okay? You're more important than 5 minutes, but a lot of us have a hard time even taking that much. Okay.
And Nikki, I did ask for just like what is there to come for the future, like to give you some of that optimism. And I got these two cards. So this one right here, Crown of Games, this is showing you that, and this one right here, the Will o' the Wisp, you had got this card and right before I put all of them back. So it's funny that it came out twice, because what it's showing is the phase that you're in right now. So this is the shadow phase that you're in. This is going to take you to this where you like reclaim your crown. So it's like you're really going to blossom and flourish from this right here, but you can't get to this without this period. So it really is like critical. You're exactly where you need to be, really.
And even though you might feel defeated and at an all-time low, this is God's area of preparation for what's coming. You have to prepare, because it's not going to be difficult. It'll only be as difficult as you make it, but you have to prepare mind, body, and soul connection to be ready to go. The universe has got a lot of pretty things. I don't know why the word pretty. I usually would say beautiful or awesome, but they're saying a lot of pretty things for you. Something about the word pretty you like, so that's why they threw that in my mouth. So enjoy. All right. And welcome in, Storm. Okay. Nikki, I hope that helps you. Thank you. Right. Just checking. Oh. All right. Okay. And I know that who came in? Helen is in, but anybody else? I'm going to go over the list one more time. Nell, Christine, Letty. We got Nikki, so that's good. Nettie, Ma'am, Ama, Dragonfly 17. And then after that is Helen. So hold on, Helen. We need to see if people who've been here longer are still here. And then we will get to you. Okay. And yes, everybody's on the list. If I've said your name like Harley, I know you've been. Hello, Rachel. Welcome in. And Rachel is from Dundee, Scotland, for those of you who do not know. So welcome in. And she's on the Facebook site, not the YouTube site. For those of you who are wondering, I don't see her. Okay. We do have 5 platforms today. All right, so nobody's popping in. So I guess we're going to go back to Helen. Yes, I do see you're in here, Harley, as well. Anybody else need to pop in? Oh, we'll get you in there. I've not been on lives lately. Yes, I do. We're doing well, but I'm going to go to a commercial just in case, because happy birthday, everyone. All those Leos.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
And happy birthday to Virgos. One more commercial.
Harley, did we get Harley added to the list? Or
Yes,
is Harley? Okay.
Harley's added to the list. Yeah. Yep, she was but she was one of the last ones. And all the people I call aren't popping in.
We have Helen. Oh, right. Helen's next up.
Yeah, I wanted to do Helen, but I don't see her popping in after I asked that.
Oh, she just popped in right now.
Oh, I don't see her. Oh, there she is. I see her now. Okay.
Helen, did you have a specific question or do you just want to see what comes through?
Go back to the original. Career. She wants career.
All right. So Helen, it looks like you did. Are you able to hear me like as I'm shuffling the cards? I hope the cards aren't too loud. Probably. So it looks like you did a lot of healing work. Like you've been doing a lot of like inner child healing or just healing the shadow self. Like that's been something that it feels like as if you spent a lot of time doing that. And because you did a lot of that shadow work on yourself, it is what is essentially allowing you to go into this next phase in your life. So when it comes to career, there are endless possibilities. So they're saying not to limit yourself. So don't minimize yourself if you feel like, you know, oh, I need to be more practical. I need to go for this. It's realistic, even though it's not what's really going to make me happy. They want you to shoot high because they have what they're going to like offer you is going to be an opportunity that's very abundant, but also something that's very creative too. So this is something that's going to bring you a lot of joy and it's something that you love. It feels like a passion of yours. Are you like switching career paths? Helen, are you switching career paths at all right now? Like, are you wanting to pursue what you're more passionate about?
There is a delay usually, so.
Oh, okay.
And she's on Facebook. They have more of a delay than YouTube does. So that's why we don't see them as quickly.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm so pleased. Yeah, delays are not that good because all the YouTube's okay. Will she just answer? Come on, let's get going.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can just that's what it feels like it is. Like it feels like you're transitioning to something that's different because it's not like the same job because this is going to be something where you will be more creative. You're going to be more I'm a language teacher. Are you transitioning to a different career, Helen? Because I see that there's a lot of like, this is essentially something that you're birthing. So this is something that you have really wanted. And so it's like you manifested this new opportunity in a sense. And there's a lot of creativity, a lot of overflow and abundance that's going to come with this. And this feels like a new start because you're being encouraged to build a foundation and don't shy away from new opportunities. They want you to say yes to new opportunities. So if you've been in the same career for a while and you feel like, oh, I need to stay here because I built up this like tenure or longevity in it, they're saying by doing that, you're minimizing yourself. You're keeping yourself in this box, but they want you to think bigger. Like because they're saying like, God, there's so many possibilities. Like, Helen, we could do so much for you. We need you to open up, like expand your horizons. So I would say don't play it safe with all the shadow work that you've done and that you've accomplished. Now actually integrate like the optimism from it, like the birthing that came out of it. So if you got rid of a lot of, scarcity, then now start to open yourself up to the abundance because you can have it, it's there.
And what I got is a cap on your head, and it's all old energy, all heaviness from, they're saying, from the pressures of your career so far. And it's like it's stagnating for you. So that's the other reason they want you to open up. And I don't know how you, okay, how your nutrition is. Okay, because they want to make sure that you are eating properly, not only for your blood type. We've talked about that sometimes. I can get into that later. And what's best for you, but also to remove fluoride from you because it does calcify the pineal gland and your third eye. So I'm feeling like I said a cap. It's almost like a lead cap, and it's very heavy, and it's constricting your third eye. Your crown is covered as well, your crown chakra, and that's where all the good information comes in. All the downloads come in is into your crown chakra. But there's a lot of heaviness, and this is old, stagnated energies. So I would call in Archangel Michael to cut the cords from all this old career. This is the word they're making me say. All the old career bullshit. Okay? They want that removed. Clean it up and cleanse your crown chakra. You can go to YouTube and go to cleansing activation, crown chakra guided meditations. Find whatever resonates with you and use one of those. I suggest always 15 minutes to 30 minutes, somewhere in there. Don't go less than 15 because you might not get the information, and don't go over 30 because you might get bored or even fall asleep. So somewhere in there. Okay. That helps. I hope that helps. And welcome in, Don.
Hi, Dawn.
And I just wanted to pull this up real quick. And did you have anything more for Helen?
No, I was pulling to see if
Okay.
there was anything final, but nothing's coming out. So that was
Okay.
all.
Okay, this is all I've got so far. That's Stephanie's picture and her name, and you go to the QR code, you will be able to go to her website.
Aw,
Okay.
awesome. Thank you, Julie. That's fancy.
Well, it's not complete, but yeah, we did. So grateful for all the teachers, yes. And yeah, and Helen, there could be a whole different way of doing the language. You know that there's so many different apps that you can learn languages, but it might be a way of teaching online, having a class online instead of just using the app. Because a lot of younger kids are great with apps, but people like to have somebody in front of them that they can talk to, a real person, especially somebody in my generation, that they can talk to and know that they're saying it correctly, not just letting AI handle everything. All right. Okay. And so I said, Nettie P is next. Nettie P.
And Nettie, did you have a specific question or just want to see what comes through?
I think she said just what's come through. That was a little while ago. And then Harley's after that. Yeah, Nettie just said they were here. So. General.
So Nettie, right now, the universe is working with you. So if you feel like you also are in this transitionary phase in your life, I feel like a lot of you guys are probably in like the same collective, because that's just something that keeps coming up. I promise I'm not giving you guys the same readings, but you also are in this transitionary phase of your life, and you might feel, if you kind of feel like, oh my gosh, like what's going on, like why is all of this happening, the universe is reminding you like, hey, we're working with you, like we're actually having this happen because this is going to put you into, it's like you're going to be entering a new soul contract. And like soul contracts, these are destiny moments of our life. So right now you're being asked to like look clearly at what's going on, because it feels like a lot in your life is just kind of like blowing up in smoke in a sense, or if you feel like a lot of things are getting rearranged, you're being asked to take a step back and observe and actually see what is happening and how this could work out for you. Because if things are being removed, it might be time for that to end so you could come into this new chapter. But you're essentially like you're like on that curve of walking into a like destined period of your life. So they really want you to reflect. So if you even look back on your life over the last 6 months and you say, hey, you know what? I see why that stuff fell away, why that got removed, because it doesn't really resonate with me. It doesn't align with me energetically right now. Because that theme is still going on in your life. It feels like that kind of tornado is coming through, but just trust that it's working out for you, because it really is. You're coming into a soul contract.
And that's odd for, I mean, I never heard of soul contracts being redone, but I guess anything is possible. So.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's there like anything's being rewritten, but it's just kind of like you're entering, it's like you're hitting that
Oh,
new destiny marker in your life where it's like
oh,
maybe,
okay.
meet a soulmate or get into your purpose or
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that's what you said. And for those of you who can come on Tuesdays, we will be talking about soul contracts on Tuesday, next Tuesday. So thank you for that. That was like a segue into what we are doing next on Tuesday, talking about soul contracts. Um, and what I've got for you is that, ooh, all of a sudden things change. But yes, again, this is end of summer. And summertime is when it is internal growth, or it's when we take care of ourselves and learn about ourselves, summer and winter. So the far extremes is when it's in, we are to go do our shadow work and do our internal work and our connections and build ourselves um, internally body and soul connection, body, soul, yeah, mind, body, and soul. And then when it comes to fall and spring, that is when we build our communities. Okay? So communities are very important. So we're getting out of our personal cycles right now and getting ready to transition into our community cycle, the cycle when we commune with our tribe, our families, and community. Yes, summertime is great for families too, but we're all transitioning now. So embrace that, embrace that. And I'm feeling a lot of good energy for you. And Nettie P, where are you located? Because we do get the same things a lot of times, the same type of readings. So it's not unusual, Stephanie. Believe me, Bonnie will tell you, and so will Don.
Okay.
Every time it comes in themes. It's like, wow, that was a new one on us, but it's usually the same.
Yeah.
It goes throughout the day because we are a collective, and what we're saying is to help everyone, not just the one we're reading. So if it resonates with you, embrace it. Don't say, oh, that's for them. No, if it resonates, embrace it and move with it. Okay.
Yeah, I was really wondering. Oh, Scotia.
Nova Scotia, Halifax. Oh, so up in Canada, and it's got to be nice up there in the summertime. So, but definitely get out and get more grounded because I'm feeling a lot of activity, and I'm feeling that you're grounded, but it's not enough to activate your Earth star in order to help Gaia cleanse the toxicity in your body. You send it through your Earth star, and it goes down into Gaia, goes into the core, gets renewed, and can come right back up to you, renewed and purified. So, whew. And your foot chakras are very activated. They want me to tell you that. Okay. All right. Mama Ama Ama ES. Who did I say? Oh no, it's Harley Stern. We decided to go with Harley, but Mama Ama Ama, Ma'am Ama Ama. Dragonfly 17 ES, Lady T, and Le Lima. If you have questions, please put it on there. Storm, you're after those. So whoever's here, please let us know. Harley, your turn. There you are. Hello, Miss Pam. Welcome in. Wow, Harley. Did you have a specific question, Harley? Oh, general reading. There you go. Moon reading. Oh, I like that. What is your moon? Thank you, EF. You too, Nettie. Do you know what your moon sign is, Harley? I'm not hearing that. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. So, Harley, it feels like there's this emphasis on you there's like this emphasis of you completing some work with someone. So I'm not sure if you're in a relationship. It feels like that. It feels as if there's like it's someone in specific, like who's around you. You know what? It could even be multiple people who's around you. And they're asking you to complete any unfinished business. So if you feel like you have this rocky foundation with certain people in your life and you're wanting a resolution right now, there is divine timing that's at play, but you're being encouraged to remember your power. So if there are things that you're currently working through, don't put yourself down to essentially keep certain like relationships or certain people in your life, because you're going through a personal transition right now where you're going through this glow up and you are releasing a lot of your old ways of being that don't serve you anymore. So it's like you're really leveling up. So don't minimize yourself. You do have some choices to make, and it feels like with people, like, who do I want to keep in my life, who do I want to let go of? And you feel this disconnect in a sense from these people, and it's because you've done a lot of transformation. It's like you've changed so much, you've blown up so much, and that process isn't done. You're continuing to like essentially become that butterfly. And you're doing it by healing old like limiting beliefs, maybe like negative ways that like if you would like talk to yourself in more of like a negative light, that's all going away. So once you remove those, it's kind of like you're removing the shadows and you're becoming more of like a light. You are now having that disconnect with people where it's like, oh, I only really resonated with them when I was down here on this level. But now that I've moved up, I'm not really feeling it anymore. So if there are doors that you need to close, close. They're just really emphasizing not to, don't minimize yourself because you're going through a glow up right now.
Yeah, and I'm getting a lot of positive energy around you, a lot of positive energy. But at first, it came and it went, and it came and it went. It was like waves. So, family and some
Queen's Friends, yeah.
acquaintances, yeah. So, embrace that energy, embrace your ascension, because you are continuously improving on yourself in your ways. I don't know why I keep getting the back. Everybody today, we're in transitions, and also we need to release not only the past here and go and now. I mean, whatever you're holding on to, we need to release past lives as well, because yeah, my back is hurting all for you, Harley. So that tells me that there's a lot of past lives that need to be shifted away from, is what they're saying. Leave all that toxicity in the past and cleanse your soul from all of that previous karma. Those are their words, not mine. Okay. What else did I say? Anything else? So as I was going through these waves, up and down and up and down, it's like, nope, just embrace it. And we have been training in our Monday night class, Donna and I go to, and a few others, that we sit in the power. Yes, thank you. So, Stephanie, this is for you too. This whole week is transition. Okay. Um, Total waves. Every time I'm up, they knock me down. No, embrace the power. Okay. Uh, Divine Feminine Goddess activation. Okay, there's meditations for that. And just put in YouTube, Divine Feminine Goddess activation. This activation does help. It changed me from, I'm not so sure, to I'm confident, because my inner goddess is alive and active. So again, I chose between 15 minutes and 30 minutes on this particular guided meditation, and it really does help. You might have to watch it more than once. And guys watch it too, because it helps balance the feminine side. Okay? So it really is empowering. So try that. It will help you. Let's see what you got. Oh, yeah, because you are just, I love this energy. You are so enveloped with God's energy. And when we're sitting in the power, we're talking about the Creator's power, God's power. Um, and you can just sit there for 5 minutes and just feel the power. If you want to listen to music, that's fine. No thoughts, nothing. Just feel that power. And when you do it on a normal basis, you can walk around in that power and feel it. Because when I'm doing these lives, I feel that power because I ask it to come in not only to help me with my readings, but also to protect me. Because I know, last Tuesday, not yesterday, but the Tuesday before um, last, I really felt the protection, and nothing could penetrate that power when I'm sitting in it. Just saying. Whew, love it. Let me write these. Stephany, I was just listening to a message regarding that. Ah, wow. Divine Feminine Activation. Beautiful. Great. Hello, Angie. We'll try to add you on, but we're running out of time. Okay. So I did it too. We'll definitely repeat it. See, Lalima from India. Yes, and she's been on the class too. So those do work. It really helps. Whew, I love the energy. Really, I love your energy, Harvey. Thank you. And ES, you are next. Somewhere you are here. Okay. General reading.
So, ES, I have a reading for you. It feels like right now you are it feels like you're in a darker period. Like you kind of have this mental block. And it feels like a lot of just kind of negativity. Like maybe you're thinking like the worst case scenario because the universe, God, source, the universe, it is working with you, but you have this feeling as if you're alone and you're not seeing like the graciousness and you're not seeing the benefits. But your angels want you to know that there are conclusions that are within reach. And although it looks like nothing is happening right now in your life, you are safe. Like they want you to start kind of looking higher up, so having more of an optimistic viewpoint on life, because they're showing like two different doors essentially. So really your way of thinking is the main message for this reading. If you do continue to look at life with more of a negative lens, it really will affect your reality and you're going to see more of that negativity in your life. But they're wanting you to look more optimistically because that can shift the reality that you're in. Yeah, it really look towards positivity. That's I don't feel like I'm going to get really any more because the message is just very clear and concise. Invite like some more optimism into your life.
Okay. And to help with optimism and change your way of thinking, I know everybody knows what I'm going to do next. And that is pop this up. So, Stephany, do you have his book?
Yes, I do. Is it? Oh no, I usually have it on my bed.
Yeah, I got to grab mine too. But this is the book. Remember, it comes in 4 different formats. Yeah, okay. 4 formats. It comes in hardcover. It comes in soft. See, we've got it. Also, ebook and audiobook. And the ebook is not that expensive, neither is the audiobook. And if you guys have Audible, you can get it quickly. It's 2 hours and 26 minutes to listen to.
And
So it's good.
for ES, that book will really help you, because even if you start to like, yeah, and I understand, because I'm kind of in that phase in my life too right now, so I really like resonate with your reading. But really, whatever energy we're pushing out, that's going to affect the reality that we're in, because there's so many different parallel realities that exist. And we're like, especially right now, we're just constantly shifting to different realities. So when you have, and the realities are going to be what's in alignment with your own energy within you. So if you start to, invite in more positivity and maybe do some of the affirmations that are in this book, it's going to align you. You'll just start to see the little shifts in your life. And it could be small things, like at the grocery store, the person's just extraordinarily nice to you, but maybe that's not normal. Like that doesn't really happen that often. So you'll see the changes just really like start to modify your own inner vibration.
Yes. And one thing about this book, I know a lot of us would read the book from cover to cover. And we wouldn't skip through the, go to chapter 13, which has to do with utilizing affirmations to heal your body. I mean, who would have thought that? So, affirmations in the body's healing response. Okay, that's chapter 13. Well, if you're having problems with your body, then that would be one of the first ones you would go to. Here's another one: self-confidence and self-efficacy. Okay, I mean, right now, I would say that was the one you would need right now. You need self-confidence. Okay, so whatever you want to do, but it's not one that you have to read cover to cover. It's whatever you are drawn to first. You need to explore that one. Yes, the acknowledgments, was it something with that? But the introductions and stuff, discovering the essence of affirmations, but it'll work for you. It definitely will work. Retrain your brain. I knew I was. Okay, definitely buying that from Amazon. Yes. Great. Okay.
And don't forget to leave a review on Amazon.
Yes. A 5-star, of course. Get challenged. I remember the message I received. You, Scott, and Gabriel helped the universe send me a message last week. I heard the same later, which changed all for the good. You are welcome, and thank you for letting me know that, because it makes what I'm doing worth it. Okay? Knows that I'm helping somebody, and that's what we're here for. Okay, all that you said resonated. Thank you for the messages and guidance. Okay. All right. Yes, thank you guys. And okay. And we're all a collective here. We're all here for a reason today. And so embrace each other, because that's what we're here for. You're not alone. You're never alone. I want you to feel that way.
It really does feel like this is just everybody here is in the same collective, like from the messages, because there's just so much transition.
And Bonnie being here say this week is
Oh,
about
yeah.
that. Yeah, so okay. Who did I say next? I know I said somebody who's next. Lady T, you're not here. Anybody popping in that I named? So we'll basically say whoever pops in next, we're reading. That ones that we haven't read yet today. And remember, Angie and Don will be on this evening at approximately 6 p.m. ish Mountain Standard Time, which is just a little over 8 hours from now. So come in then. If you've gotten a reading, though, most likely you won't, because we don't like to do more than one reading in a week. And Bonnie will say, you don't need more than one in a month. But these are quick reads. As far as personal readings, we do that. We do private readings, and our information is there. And so Summer just popped in just now. So anybody who's been here for a while, because I've got plenty of people on. Any of you who've been here, please let us know that you're still here and you want to read it. Otherwise, I'm going to go to Summer. So anybody else here? And I don't know. Okay. Do I need? So remember, tonight is Don and Angie. Tomorrow will be Don and Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot, which is Shauna Sellers. Now, Don, if you're still here, are you both going to be able to make it tomorrow? Lima is here. Okay.
Well,
Okay,
Lima, sorry.
Go ahead.
Did you have a specific topic, Lima?
We hope to get to you, Summer, but we still have people on the list and they're not popping up. Yes. So we're just waiting on Lima to let us know if it's for highest and greatest good or if she has a specific question. Yeah, I will pop up Stephanie's info again. Yes. Okay, you work on that and I'll get working on Stephanie's info.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Lalima. I don't really understand the question.
I was about to sign my papers for something hospital when an offer from Surya popped up. So what she's asking is, she's kind of confused now because she's got two offers.
Oh, okay, career offers. Okay.
Yes, career. Yeah. I assume it's career.
Lalima, is there one that's going to give you more of a balance? Like maybe one of the jobs might be less demanding because there's this feeling of balancing your home life and your career life. Okay, yes. So I'm not getting, which of course, like this happens sometimes where it's like you can't really get the answer because it's something that you need to experience yourself because the choice is yours to make. So there's not essentially a right and a wrong. It's just two different paths that you could walk down. But there is an emphasis on having balance in your home and your work life. So if that's something that you kind of struggled with, where maybe you devote so much of yourself to work and then you don't have a personal life, if that's something that you're wanting to change, I would go for the one that's less demanding. But this whole, essentially, you're going through a transformation right now, and you're going to start building a new foundation. So the career that you choose, you want to make sure that this is going to give you the foundation that you want. Hold on. And I feel like there's an offer that you've been really manifesting. Like, I feel like one of these you want, it feels like you want more. Like, you want it so much more than the other one. But it's as if when the other one came through, it kind of brought in some confusion for you. So they're telling you to reach high. And whichever one you created, like through manifestation, that's the one that I personally would go towards. And with the direction of the cards, it's kind of showing that, like, the one that you manifested is that greater opportunity. I can't tell you which one that is, though. I really don't know. You get it. Okay. Okay. Perfect.
She said respected. So I always love your energy, Melina. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, you're downing yourself again. uh, Work on those solar plexus. Because right now, your personal sun, which is a hidden gem, basically within your solar plexus. A lot of people don't know about it. It is, and I'm almost positive it flared up or activated last year, and it is very strong right now. So trust that, heal internally. And I tell people that I use my personal sun to be warm when I go into cold places, and it works for that. But it works so much more for so many things. And being a doctor like you are, Lilima, this is a very special gift because it adds to your intuition and adds to your abilities to heal. So you need to embrace this even more. And no, I have not found. I found the information for it, and then within a week it was gone, and I cannot find it yet. But when I'm ready, I guess, well, what they're telling me is I have to write it out and get information on it. But the choice is yours, and if you've manifested something, embrace that, because that is universe gift to you. This is what you wanted. And remember, they're not going to give you what you manifest unless it's for your highest and greatest good. In other words, if you want to manifest we'll just say, a Volkswagen Bug, but they don't feel it's good enough for you, then you're getting a Mercedes. I'm just saying. It's their choice in what comes your way. But they're going to make sure whatever comes your way, you're going to be able to thrive with it. Okay. I hope that helps.
And I did see if there was like anything else that would help you, Lilima, like to make this decision. But they're really emphasizing the card that I got is the choice is yours, like discernment, like use your own discernment for this. But there is that emphasis on balance and your own personal health. So if you know that one of the jobs is going to like deeply overwork you, then that's something that you would want to discern and say, yeah, I don't really want to go to that one. I want this one that gives me more freedom.
Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Anyone else in? Otherwise, we're going to summer. Um, what was it? Embrace your power, because you've got it too. Something I was supposed to say but haven't yet. Oh, I know what I was supposed to do. And this is for Harley and anybody else who needs it. I just finished it finally. It's full.
Aw.
Okay.
And guys, that's like primarily my aesthetics business, but I do Reiki. I don't have like readings that you could book, but I'll probably list that like at some point this year I'll list that.
Beautiful. Oh, you're always welcome, Lillian. Spirit guides come on down. What's behind door number 3? Yep, exactly. All right. Okay, so I'm not getting anybody who's scanning this code, so hopefully you have scanned it. And that is her email address, so at least she'll get your information. And if she needs to contact you in a different way so that you can get private readings, then she can do that too. Okay, but get a hold of her there, and we'll see what happens. Right? Is that right, Stephany? They can get a hold of you through there, Steph.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well,
I feel like I seen Rachel like earlier in the chat. Rachel, did you put in for a reading?
she came in very late. She came
Oh,
in before summer, but yeah. But we are 4 minutes away from, well, it is 10 o'clock now, so we do need to wrap it up shortly. To sit in the spirit this week and visualize color. Okay, yeah. Oh, you are welcome. Okay, you took a screenshot. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. So if you want to read her, that's fine. We can do the last one.
okay.
Yeah, I know. So, Summer, Rachel was here sooner, so, but she wasn't in here the entire time, so she'll be our last one today. Remember, Summer, you can get a reading this evening with Angie and Don. Tomorrow morning with Don and Shauna. I will be back on Friday with uh, the Gabriel Project and Scott Underwood, and of course, the Gabriel Collective. And Saturday morning will be Susan Grayson, and she will be on before 10 a.m. Can't tell you exactly when. She says 10 a.m., but she's always early, so be prepared. And then Sunday, I don't know if Angie's still here or if she and Sherry Beery are going on Sunday. And if she does go on Sunday, it'll be around 3 p.m. ish, Mountain Standard Time, Sunday afternoon.
Okay, for Rachel. So, Rachel, it looks like you are leaving behind a lot of grief. So, it feels like you went through this period where you had to, it's like you had to mourn, you had to cry and kind of release out the old. And now, and when that comes to that old, it was like things in your life just weren't working out to how you wanted. Like there was a divine plan, and then there was your plan, and they were totally different. But it seems as though they were not meant to go to this next part of your life, like those endings that you encountered. They were meant to be. So there's this feeling of, you know, you feeling like, oh, the divine's not working with me, but really this was their plan. They're like, no, this stuff is not part of where I'm going to put you. And you're going through this transformation right now, and it feels like there's some healing in your heart. Like you maybe dropping into your heart space and doing some healing, plucking away that negativity. And that's for right now, present moment. Where you're going, what they're encouraging for you is to start to stand out. So step into that more empowered version of yourself who believes in yourself and in your dreams, because they're telling you that you're very worthy of what it is that you want. Like you have these passions and desires, but it doesn't feel like you're following them. But that's what you're about to start doing. Like that's what's happening right now. This like phase that you're in, it's preparing you to get ready to start to pursue your passions. walked away from a relationship. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what this like removing, like plucking things out of your heart, like doing some of that heart healing. So it's like the hurt and the pain that was caused from that relationship. The phase that you're in right now is clearing out that, and it's like once you clear that out, you could then fill it back up with love for yourself. And when you have that love for yourself, you're going to have that empowerment to go after your dreams and what it is that you want, because you're worthy of it. But there's this feeling of unworthiness right now, and it's probably because you are in like a lot of that grief, because when we're in that grief we just feel at our lowest. But you are worthy, you're definitely worthy, and you can go for what it is you desire. You're just building yourself up right now.
Yes, definitely. And I feel blockages in both your giving and receiving. Yes, 10 years. 10-year relationship. Yeah. But you're having blocks on your giving and receiving. Uh, quit building the walls, okay? Yes, I know you want to cleanse what's in, but and you do need to build up that unconditional love. And Stephany said that beautifully. We talk about that all the time. But work on these blockages, because you had a relationship for 10 years. And I know there's a lot of hurt from it, but don't have any regrets. Do not have any regrets. I know that's harder said than done. I mean, easier said than done. Sorry about that. So do your best to release all of that. Forgive yourself first, then forgive him, and then work on yourself. Okay, but the forgiveness is very important. And The Heart of the Matter by Don Henley is a very good song to listen to while you're trying to. It's all about forgiveness. That's one of the lines. No matter if you don't love me anymore. So, no regrets was a form of beauty. Yes, I know. But you've got to let. We've had people come on that have been very abused for many years. You've got to let that go and forgive yourself for allowing it to continue. You didn't do anything wrong, but it's about you now. So forgive and be prepared to embrace the new life that you have started. Remember, I filed papers on Lionsgate for dissolution of marriage after 33 years. We just had our anniversary on the 17th of August. I have no regrets. Yes, I wish it shoulda, coulda, woulda is great, but it doesn't do anything for you. So let it go. Do your best to let it go and send him unconditional love.
And I would look, Rachel, I would look a little bit deeper and see if it might even be something like ancestral. Like if that's something that you notice like in your family. So it's like, hey, I notice like a lot of the people in my family are kind of consistently going through a very similar dynamic. That would really help to shift your perspective and to embody more of that self-worth, because some people are it's like we inherit these certain dynamics, so that way we could break that like generational curse or generational trauma. So you get like a sense of empowerment, because it's like, oh, I really needed this experience so I could break this curse. It wasn't like me not making the best decisions. It's like, no, something that you had to go through so you could say, I'm not going through this again.
Again, soul contract. You just finished one chapter in it and you're getting ready for the next.
Wow.
So, yeah, I mean, you were talking about that earlier, and it's a transitional time, and it's a transition in your soul contract. So you're done with the old, and here comes the new. Be prepared. It's great. I'm just feeling a lot of great energy. I want to say thank you, every one of you, for coming in today. We really appreciate it. And Stephany, I cannot thank you enough for coming in and helping me out today, and being here for love readings, because it really is important that we are here for the people, and as you felt this energy, the collective energy, and that all of us are going through the same thing but different right now.
Yeah.
So it's just great. Just feel
Silly.
I take that from a man.
Yeah.
Right. But you had to go, and we talked about karma too. What happened in a past life could be coming through. It was just something you had to go through. Remember, you signed a soul contract, and you knew our soul knew we were going to go through it. I just wish they had warned us, but they can't warn us
Yeah.
because we might take a different route. Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't like I mean me personally because I've gone through like a lot of narcissistic abuse. I don't see it as like, oh, I feel stupid for dealing with that because now I see it from a different perspective where it's like, no, like I had like, like a deep contract with these people. Like it was pivotal for me to meet these people and for me to go through this experience in my life. And once you come out of it, you just see how it's like, oh, that made me so much better because now I have like such a strength to me where I'm not going to deal with any kind of BS. So I would look at it from a point of like, look at how much this is going to level me up because in my next relationship, God, that guy's going to treat me so great because I know from like the contrast that I'm not going to go through that again.
And you're going to set your not only your boundaries, but hey, you're going to let them know immediately that you are a lady and you want to be treated the way you want to be treated, not the way they want to treat you. Okay? Yeah. They don't get the choice. You demand it because you're worth it.
Yeah.
You deserve the best. Ooh, loving it, loving it, love it. So, I've gone through the church announcements about who's coming on where, but one of the ones that I haven't made an announcement on, and we haven't talked about this, Stephany, but love to see you there. Be great if you could have a booth, but this is a
Oh,
Sonoran Spiritual and Wellness Market, Sunday, September 15th, 2024. And love to see you all there if you're in the Phoenix area or coming to the Phoenix area. Go ahead and scan this QR code. Thank you for whomever did. And go to the vendor application if you want to be a vendor. We can still take more merchandise type of vendors. And if you want to just attend, go there for your free, yes, free advance tickets. It'll be $7 at the door. So please go to our website and check it out. We appreciate you guys so much. And this is Don, Susan, and I are putting this on. And a lot of the JSS group are very helpful, and hopefully they'll be there for as volunteers if they're not working booths. Or speaking, we've got Tina Scotto, Monday night, our Monday night teacher. We have the Medium Lights, 5 ladies that are part of Tina Scotto's group on Saturday and Mondays. Um, they're part of the Sisterhood of Healing and just great ladies. Angela Shelby, Amy Landa, Kat Camp, and I'm trying to remember all of their names. Oh, Jenna Foley, and you can see them um, online too. A lot of Jenna is definitely online. JENNA. I don't know if she goes just by Jenna or what, but you'll be able to find her online. And uh, Jamie Clark will be there. He's usually at Phoenix Psychic Fairs, but they haven't had them in a while, so we will have him at ours. We're so excited about that. Dave from the Astrology store will be in to talk astrology. Who else we got? We have Sarah Redding with Soul to Soul Care with Sarah, and she will be in about angelic activations. That's going to be cool. So come in and see us. We'd love to see you. Also, at 9 a.m., we're going to start with a free, yes, again, free psychic class. So love to have you all there. And Stephany, if you can hold on just a minute as I go offline, but we will see you guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Remember to rise above with love. Thank you. See you. I will see you on Friday.
Fire, my whole world shine. Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day and I can't stop myself from smiling. If I drink and